Speed Africa tour really has taught me you gotta ignore what people tell you. Period.
Yo, so I'm kind of confused. Like, Ishowspeed's in Africa, and like, how? Like, they have Wi-Fi. I never knew that. And like, they have cars, houses. That's just crazy. I never knew that.
At your big age.
I never knew that.
At your big age.
As you they have bored, they have fled.
Shut up, man!
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're seeing this face for the first time, my name is Amas. Guys, we celebrated 900 subscribers and we are on our way to 1000 subscribers this year. So guys, what are you waiting for? Kindly smash that subscribe button. You guys looking at me, watching me and loving this gist and you are not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Kindly do so. So guys, in today's video we are going to be talking about Ishowspeed. Now Ishowspeed is touring Africa. Some countries in Africa, not all countries in Africa, some countries. And this has shown how ignorant some Americans are. This particular tour has shown how many persons think that Africans live in a hut.
Yo, so I'm kind of confused. Like, Ishowspeed's in Africa, and like, how? Like, they have Wi-Fi. I never knew that. And like, they have cars, houses. Like, shit's crazy.
Africans live in maybe a cage, that there are animals walking around, and that there are people just naked walking around and shouting, and we are not civilized, and we don't have Wi-Fi, and we don't have the internet. And this is really, really crazy to me. That many people in this 21st century, where Google is free, thinks that Africa is a very poor continent. They even think that Africa is a country, not even a continent. Africa is a very big continent. I think the second largest continent in the world. And for someone to think that Africa is a country really baffles me. So guys, we are going to be watching people's reaction to Ishowspeed touring Africa and then the different countries in Africa, and I'll come back to give my 2 cents.
Speed Africa tour really has taught me you gotta ignore what people tell you. Period. Because majority of the time, they not even speaking from a place of experience. They really just speaking because they don't want you to do something. Sometimes it can be coming from a place of just jealousy or just extreme dislike, but most of the time, it's just because they just don't want to see you actually improve. They don't want to see you expand your horizons, actually try out new things, maybe make a couple new friends. In a lot of cases, especially when it comes to like a whole lot of this internet stuff, people would rather see you remain stagnant than ever do anything else. And this is kind of like proof positive of that, because there's really people who, now granted, there's less of them, but there's people who genuinely did not want him to do this. And they've never even been to Africa, haven't really thought about going, and the few times that they did, it was to somehow disrespect everyone there. Even though from what I'm seeing, it looked like everyone there is just welcoming him with open arms. Bro just was in Mozambique. I'm learning a whole bunch of stuff about the whole continent off of just a few streams he's been there.
Speed needs to be careful. I don't usually like blacks, but Speed is one of the good ones, and I don't need those ghetto people over there tainting him. And God forbid they rob him and induct him into their gang. Speed, if you're listening, do not go to Africa anymore. Wait, which one of these tribal people is Ishowspeed? I really can't tell. These Africans just look so similar. They're all jumping around and dancing like animals. I can't tell who is who.
Bro, I'm seeing this Speed thing. Like, he went to Africa. And I'm checking the comments. I don't know if they're bots. Like, I don't know if people are trolling or if they're genuinely being serious. But they're like, oh, Africa's not just huts. Bro, if your age starts with a 2 or higher, if you're 20 plus and you genuinely think that like the majority of people in Africa live in huts, you're slow. Like, I don't even think the education system failed you. I think you were just destined to be an idiot.
Ishowspeed, I think he was just doing what he knows how to do best. He has gone to China before, and then I think he went to Europe for a tour and they were being racist. And then he came to Africa and he's enjoying himself. He's seen people like himself and he's enjoying himself. So my 2 cents in this video is that this Ishowspeed talk came at the right time. Because even some black Americans think that Africa is poor. We live in a hut, we don't have Wi-Fi, we do not have clean water, we do not have phones, we are just roaming around the street, we don't have universities. They see us like one poor people. Like if you tell them you're an African and you are from this social country, some of them don't even know the countries in Africa. Most of them do not know. They do not. But I, as an African, I can mention some cities in the US. Period. So it's you not searching for knowledge, and that's it. Because the world is now a global village. You can be here and know what is happening in Venezuela. You can be here and know what is happening in Singapore. You can even be here and know what is happening in China. I've seen some news about China. You can be here and know what is happening in South Korea just with ChatGPT, Google, and other search engines. So for you to still be ignorant and think that Africans live in a hut or Africa is a country is on you and nobody else. You're just being ignorant and you do not want to search for knowledge. And that's on period.